Alright, hello, and welcome to another legendary video. It's time to share another 5 things I love and hate about a game. The series where I nitpick all the little things that are not quite to my personal liking in a game. Because no game is perfect. Well, apart from my love, of course. Shh. With recent news, there might finally be another Rayman game, and with a board game already successfully backed on Kickstarter, it's finally time for Rayman fans to start eating good again. Well, until Ubisoft scrap all the plans and decide to make another 10 Assassin's Creed games instead. But let's try and stay positive, while also being a little bit pessimistic, because we're Rayman fans. Here are 5 things I love and hate about Rayman Legends. We will start with an aspect I absolutely love about Rayman Legends, which is the music levels. It is quintessential perfect Rayman style gameplay. Each jump and lum is timed to the beat of the tune, whether it's Black Betty or The Eye of the Tiger. It's so satisfying to time everything perfectly. It's the ideal way to finish off each world with a crescendo of bombastic music and pinpoint precision. If I was to rank them from 6th to 1st, we'd have Orchestral Chaos in last place, with its classical theme and flying frogs. Then Glue Glue, although the song is an earworm, the underwater sections let it down a bit. Up next would be Dragon Slayer, a metal masterpiece. 3rd place would be Castle Rock, the introduction to the music levels. And what a way to start them up. Granny's World Tour would be in 2nd place with Headbanging Grannies. What is there not to love about this one? I mean, come on, this tune is a banger. Which just leaves Maraca Madness as my favourite. They're all brilliant, of course, in their own way. Each one is a joy to play. On the flip side, they decided, as a bonus, to punish the player by distorting the screen, lowering the quality of the music, and putting you through the absolute hell, which is the 8-bit versions of the music levels. In particular, Orchestral Chaos, with its static interruptions, making it near impossible to tell where you are on the screen, and Dragon Slayer, where it gets so pixelated it's like watching an episode of Cops. Not only are these levels so much harder as the game tries to throw you off at every possible moment, with the screen becoming so hard to see, you also have to complete them without dying, since unlike the original music levels, there are no checkpoints. A true hard-as-nails bonus that makes you wonder how this is meant to be a reward. It's like the ludicrous snowboard race in Spyro 3. Rayman games have always had great boss battles, but these are some of the most creative and engaging from any game in the series. From a chunky fire-breathing dragon in the Middle Ages to a giant armoured toad. Honestly, this guy's probably the hardest boss in the game. Those damn homing missiles. My favourite though is the Luchador boss. The way his eyes almost pop out his head when you give him a good old smack on the head. That's how far my eyes were stretching out when I first encountered this boss. Absolutely fantastic. Also lurking beneath the ruins, we have my favourite looking boss, the Metal Dragon. It's a terrifying thing to witness, the way it slinks across the screen. Overall though, not too hard. And finally we have Hades' Hand, a cloud of dark souls that takes you higher and higher up into the atmosphere. No boss is like any other in the game. Each one of them is challenging without ever feeling unfair. Now, when I play a Rayman game, I'm not expecting the works of Shakespeare when it comes to storytelling. This is a series which had a villain called Mr. Dark. What's next? Miss Baddie and Lord Naughty? I'm not sure I want to fight Lord Naughty. In Legends, each world has its own dark Tinsy, and after you give them a good old tickle for a bit, you then send them off to the moon. Oh, and sometimes you get turned into a duck. For some reason. That's about it. The rest of the game is just pure gameplay. No other cutscenes, which is fine, it's fun, but nothing really feels connected. None of the bosses are really explained or have any backstory. They just kind of appear and then disappear. Despite this being a Rayman game, you don't actually have to play as Rayman at all. There are so many different characters and skins to choose from, including everybody's favourite, Glowbox, with his squishy body and lack of bones. Sorry kids, I don't think Daddy Glowbox is gonna be okay.
Daddy Glowbox, we want our daddy!
We have all the different princesses, which you save throughout the game. None of the characters change how you actually play the game though, they're all purely cosmetic. Each one can fly and has their own punch attacks. You can even play as a Tinsy, if you wanted to. Not sure why you'd want to, but the option's there. Thankfully, you cannot play as this green snotball. I loathe Murfy in this game. Now I understand that originally Legends was going to be a Wii U exclusive, and the Murfy gimmick was going to be utilised by touchscreen technology. Thankfully they changed their minds though and released Legends on multiple platforms. But unfortunately he is still left in the game, with his annoying froggy face, constantly bugging you to press this lever and move that platform. It would be fine if this was a rare feature, maybe once every world you'd have a Murfy level. But no, they really wanted to push this guy. He appears almost every single level. Rayman Legends has some of the most diverse and unique platforming levels across any game, from the wild medieval landscapes to the mythological Greek mountains. Each world is set apart from each other, all with amazing background art. I mean, just look at it! It's beautiful! My favourite though is 20,000 Lums Under the Sea. Even though stealth levels aren't really my favourite, this stealth themed world is just creativity personified. Even the soundtracks are all named after Bond films, which is a fantastic little touch. And then you have the wonderful Amazing Maze level, where each room looks the same, so finding the path out is literally a maze. When you complete a level, you're rewarded with a lucky ticket. They are pretty gimmicky, but also look a lot like scratch cards. And I never win on scratch cards. However, these are a guaranteed win.
A casino where I'm winning? That car must have killed me. I must be in heaven. A casino where I always win? That's boring. I must really be in hell!
It teaches children that play the game that you'll always win on scratch cards. Okay, I might be exaggerating here. It's difficult to find things I don't like about the game, so yeah, I don't like lucky tickets because they promote gambling. How dare you, Ubisoft! Something you can unlock with lucky tickets though is Back to Origins levels. This feature allows you to replay levels from Rayman's previous game, which was released 2 years before Legends, with a few changes, such as adding in Tinsies to rescue. The game was already strong enough to stand on its own 2 feet, even without legs to support it. What I'm trying to say is, Back to Origins levels are like Rayman's metaphorical legs, helping him to traverse all the wonderful worlds. And if that made any sense, then I kind of question your sanity. Does any of this make any sense? Basically, Back to Origins, fantastic. Rayman Origins, in fact, is a fantastic game in itself, so being able to play those levels in Rayman Legends is just wonderful. Now, this is going to be my hottest take in the video, so prepare yourself. Are you prepared? even though you already know what's going to happen because I already revealed it, you still might need to prepare. Are you ready? I prefer Origins over Legends. There, I said it, I can't unsay it now, it's there, on the internet forever. Well, until I delete this video. They are both amazing games, don't get me wrong, but after also replaying Origins recently on Twitch, I realised that I prefer the style of gameplay on Origins compared to Legends. The wonderful mosquito levels, it's also got Hot Batilla. Although it also has this hot thing. This whole Land of the Living Dead section was an absolute nightmare. Replaying it, I remember just how much I hated it. But then you have the wonderful whimsical Desert of the Didgeridoos, which brings back fond memories of Bandland from Rayman 1. Rayman is just a fantastic series, and I just hope we do have more Rayman adventures in the future. So there we go! That was 5 things I love and hate about Rayman Legends. An absolutely legendary game, and well worth playing. I hope you enjoyed the video, and leave your thoughts in the comments. But for now, take care, and leave me alone.